Hi, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be dealing with physical products in your Etsy store and digital products in your Etsy store. Should you mix them? Should you only have one or the other? What is the best path of action to take here? Now, I know a lot of you have stores with both types of products in them. And there's a lot of conflicting information out there. And I get it. From a seller's perspective, you just think, well, I can put what I want in my store. I can sell what I want, right? And what's the problem with physical products and digital all in one store? But to answer this question, we have to look at how Etsy views your store. Because it's how Etsy views your store and how Etsy works with your store that actually matters. And the principal thing that Etsy wants to know about your store is its identity. So I always talk about making sure your store has a clean identity. It has a clean niche, a sub-niche set. Etsy can look and know what your store is about, like dogs, for example, and then breeds of dog. I know I use this example all the time, but it very clearly illustrates my point. Etsy needs to know what your store is about. Right? And I know there's lots of people on YouTube saying to do all sorts of different things, but just think about real stores in the real world, right? Unless you're a massive company that can sell lots of different products under one roof and make money because everyone knows your brand and automatically comes to you, you can't do that as a small and growing business owner and shop on Etsy. Etsy needs to know what you're about and know the traffic to send to you. If you're a general store and you sell all sorts of different stuff, you sell digital products, physical products, it's all over the place. Your identity of your store is all over the place. It weakens the value of what you're trying to offer because you're literally not focusing in on anything. So my advice here is don't mix physical products with digital products and have this mishmash going on in your store. It will weaken your chances of selling. If you really, really want to sell physical products and digital products and you actually have the time to do this. Now, I'll be clear here. If you have the time, open 2 stores, right? Sell digital. Sell physical, fine, no problem. But you've got to have time to put into both stores. And when I say time, you kind of need 3 hours, 4 hours a day in each store to actually make a go of it and get these stores working. There's YouTube paints Etsy as a sort of a side hustle. You can do it whilst doing something else. You can't. You can't do that. You've got to devote time to your Etsy store. And if you want to do physical and you want to do digital, open 2 stores. Maybe you're lucky enough to have some help, right? Maybe someone can help you. And if that's the case, it does get a bit easier. But number one, if you want to do physical and digital, pick which one you want to do most and which one is viable. And if you don't know if it's viable, ask me. Just get into my comments and say, I'm thinking of this physical store. I'm thinking of this digital store. Which is best? I'll answer you. I'll tell you. Just put it in the comments. So don't do it. If you haven't opened yet, don't list physical and digital products. If you have and you're doing okay, well then no problem. But if you have physical and digital and you're not doing very well, you need to decide what you're going to do. What is it that matters most? What is it in your store that's showing some promise of success? And focus and target in on that. So let me know in the comments, are you running physical and digital products all in one store? Let me know if you are. Let me know how it's going. Is it working? Are you selling? Are you struggling? Right? And as always, if you want to work with me, don't wait, don't guess, book in for a discovery call. The Book In Now button's coming up on your screen. This takes you to a booking link to book a one-to-one Zoom call with me so that I can sit with you and work out how to further your Etsy business in paid consultations or mentoring. I look forward to catching you in the consultations and catching you in the comments. Cheers.